Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and you are not. Guys, I am going very slow, and I'm trying to bring my mind up to speed. So I'm trying, and you know what I missed? Well, I got it ringing in my ear now. So yeah, things are a little wonkadoodly. Becca Scoops did a live, and I got a little bit of it yesterday, or maybe I took some of it this morning, and then I found out it's gone now, and apparently was reported for BULLYNING. And really, but Gypsy stuff gets the fly. What's going on here? Bree's stuff gets the fly, but of course I don't think she's on YouTube. Guys, what's right, what's wrong? I didn't watch all of Becca's things, but Becca's not a bully. The people on her panel were not bullies that I saw. I saw 1980, I saw Haiti Joyless, and I saw Nicole. These people have been affected by bullying, but they have not bullied. They've had the reaction to bully and defend themselves because the action came from the other side. So it's unfortunate if that's what happened with Becca's live. In the meantime, I wanted to take a couple pieces of Becca's live and talk about what she was talking about, because there's a lot of information that I didn't know. And I really wanted to stay awake long enough to get on that live stream. And I just couldn't. I was up at 3:30 in the morning and I just couldn't manage it. But I'm going through some health stuff. It doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention or that I don't care. I certainly do. And thank you guys again for all the wonderful emails I've gotten. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Cash Apps, and thank you for the PayPals. And thank you so much, guys. And the merchandise that you're buying, the subscriptions, the memberships, thank you so much, guys. Please know how much it's appreciated. It is so appreciated. But let's jump into this Becca Scoops live that she did, because, you know, as you guys know, I have several favorite content creators, and of course, Becca Scoops is one of them. So let's listen up.
If you dislike schmurderers, send Tammy a gift.
So apparently, I'm gonna play it. It's a little bit left. This woman she's got these pictures of Gypsy, right? And she's going around New Orleans, where Gypsy might be out tonight, right?
Yep.
Partying or something, telling everyone we've got a murderer in town. Be careful.
If you are here.
So I just want to make something clear. Gypsy was out doing this live stream where people could have recognized the establishment that she was in, and they could have gone over there if they wanted to. Gypsy says she has concerns, right, about people trying to harm her, yet she goes on live streams in establishments that people would know where she was at. So I call bullshit. In the meantime, there was a woman, and kudos to you, lady. I don't know who you are, but by all means, kudos to you. I would love to pitch in for the ink or the whatever it was that you need to put those posters up, because I'm all for those posters. Just warning that, you know, you could be in danger around somebody like Gypsy. We should know this, because there's times we don't know, right? But when we know, we should be warned. It should be our choice if we choose to go into that establishment along with that person. There should be a warning sign.
Here for some street justice, since the criminal justice.
And I have to say, in all fairness, like, look at the picture. It's not a bad picture. There's no stripes involved. And, you know, it's not a bad picture. I called in my other video and said it almost looked like a glamour shot. So, I mean, there should be no offense taken there.
System failed us. Send Tammy.
And, you know, she's saying that the system failed us, and the system did. The system did, because of all the FOIA'S that came out after the fact, right?
What? Tell me.
Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see it. There's a Demona one.
The other one is better.
Oh, apparently the woman had quite a few different photos of Gypsy, in case Gypsy went in one of her personalities. If she went as somebody other than herself, but in one of her personalities that she didn't want people to know she had, like Demona, Candy, all these people that lived inside Gypsy's mind, even before apparently DAN, which we're going to find out, but certainly before Nick ever knew anything about it. this is her. This is Gypsy. This is the person who created all of these personas to dig in to make herself more appealing, more attractive, more coercively controlling to Nick, as well as just being KINKY AF.
Yeah, the other side.
There's no shirts, no shoes, no justice.
Oh god.
That
Yeah.
sign is
so
big.
They're
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, the other side is live, like
Oh, yeah.
crashing out about it, and they're both
Yeah.
like rushing.
Oh, are
Going
they?
back
Oh, I
and
love
forth.
when they
Oh,
crash
yeah.
out. Yeah.
They always have crash outs. It's a nightly
Yeah.
event, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were some developments now. NPG Cornerstone, whether you hate them or like
Well, I've had problems with MPG Cornerstone because we don't know who they are, but we know who they are now after they told me that's not who they are. We know who they are.
them or don't care about.
I am suspicious, very suspicious on why they would be releasing FOIAs that have been put on hold because of a supposed upcoming appeal that they're responsible for getting. So why release that information if the authorities deem it not in Nick's best interest to release it? Why release it? Oh, they might not be working for Nick.
About them. They did drop some stuff about Dan. There's a few things I thought were kind of interesting that I thought we could go over.
Yeah. I
No,
like
just
it.
kind of a getting
Hold
to
on.
know you.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Okay.
go.
All right. Well, here is a fake voice again because we don't know who it is. I would assume that these FOIAs are true, but it's MPG Cornerstone. But let's just go with it. Let's go. Let's go.
Here. So
I do. Again, these people have never been interested in FOIAs. As far as we know, they've never gotten FOIAs, but they get the FOIAs right before Gypsy gets taken off parole. Okay. So that people can't get the FOIAs, yet they're going to release the stuff again that they're saying might harm Nick if released, but they work for Nick.
I just got a couple clips here that I thought was of the most interesting parts of this. So apparently NPG has dropped this about Dan Glidewell and about his testimony. They've got his testimony. They're not posting all of his testimony. They're telling us about it. But like this, you can see this is the actual testimony here.
My favorite part is when they call her the shrew.
This is about, I don't want to say, you'll, I don't want to say it out loud.
Evolve over time.
Yeah, I mean, at the convention, it was, just kind
Okay, so mind you, this is an automated voice that MPG Cornerstone is using apparently to read the FOIAs.
of a getting to know you thing, but talking over the internet and such, it developed.
And what did it develop into?
There were some feelings there, but there was sexting. There was video mutual masturbation.
Okay. And is this
Sounds like Gypsy.
something that when you were exchanging videos with her, can you tell me a little bit about that content? When you say mutual masturbation, what is she doing? Is she using instruments?
She did from time to time, yes.
Do you remember?
She had a toothbrush, motorized toothbrush she
Wow, motorized.
seemed to enjoy.
She's lazy as hell. She can't even move it back and forth.
Okay. And is this something you needed to direct her to do or asked her to do or something she seemed to have not done
Wait for it.
before?
No, she was doing what she wanted to do,
Just like apparently she said Nick was doing what he wanted to do, even though he wasn't. There's no proof of that. However, but there's plenty of proof that she.
Okay. Is part of this back a little bit to the gaming and how you met? Is there role-playing involved in some of this gaming?
Yeah, it's integral to it. It's cooperative storytelling.
Cooperative storytelling?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that Nick knew nothing about before Gypsy brought to his attention and told him how. And then she blamed it all on him. Like it was all his idea. And the minions, they can't put a time schedule together. They can't see who did what first,
Okay, so do you, when you're, absent of the sexting or the sexually explicit type of videos, are you role-playing when you're doing this gaming?
We would role play just casually, like on a phone call. I started role playing in 2nd grade on the bus.
Okay,
So it's pretty much a part of my life.
and this is something kind of that the gaming community engages in?
Uh-huh.
And when back to the relationship, as it developed into the sexting and into the exchange of videos, did the shrew have any kind of specific persona?
She was very shy, timid. I might even go so far as to say submissive.
Okay.
But she did. I don't know. I don't know.
So when you say submissive, is there, in this kind of role play, is it kind of typical for somebody to be submissive, to be dominant? How does that?
Power exchange, yeah.
Okay. And so you would describe her as being kind of submissive?
Yes.
And is that something that you asked her to do?
No.
Okay. Is that
How about manipulative? Yes.
a role that she chose?
If I'm being honest, I developed a taste for it from her.
Okay. Okay. When you say developed a taste
Well done, Gypsy. That's a good thing to be known for with all the other qualities you have.
for it, what do you mean?
Power exchange play.
Okay. So that was something she introduced to you?
Not intro. I mean, I was aware of it, you know. I just hadn't really had a front row seat.
Until you had a front row seat, huh, Danny boy? Until you had one.
Okay. So did she send you images of herself, of her breasts or genitals specifically?
Yeah. And she would dress up, put on costumes.
Did she ever use a name, like a
Like a character name?
role-playing name, a character name?
Yeah.
Mommy on a Liver? Did she come up with that name, Mommy on a Liver?
Do you recall what that name was, or
I don't.
were there multiple names?
Uh-huh.
Or did she just have one name?
No, there were multiple.
But that was before Nick. Gypsy, did you lie to Nick?
I do remember at one point she asked for my help in coming up with one,
Okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Must not have meant that much to him, huh, Gyps?
Okay. Now, at some point, did you have an impression? What age did they tell you she was?
Okay, so you know about my injury. I don't.
All right, so that's
Apparently, that's none of our business, the injury.
that one. That one just was like, oh my gosh. Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
I played this a little in my life last night, but I did not get to that part. Oh my god.
All right, here's the
Crazy.
here's the next part to this that is just as bad. It's I don't know, it might be
I
worse.
can't believe it.
There was
gotta
video
interrupt.
mutual masturbation.
Hold on.
I mean, at the convention, it was, you know, just kind of a getting to know you
Did I
thing,
just play
but
this?
talking over the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah.
Getting to know you, getting to know how you hold a toothbrush or two, getting to like you, getting to see what type of toothpaste you use.
Okay, hold on.
No, but I love what they said. Did she use any instruments? I'm picturing her with like a tuba,
Musical
I know,
musical
I know.
instruments.
Okay.
violin.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, this really wouldn't be funny, except that Gypsy just walks around like the shit doesn't exist, and she still holds her head up proud. So I just want to pay homage to the toothbrush.
With the shrew
This
after
one.
she
Here's
admitted
another one.
over the phone that she had lied about her age and was actually underage. She quickly backtracked, claiming she
So this new accent is still supposedly Dan. It's just NPG. Don't ask me.
only said that because her
I wouldn't understand, like, it's a distraction. Why? Just
mama was in the room and forced her to. The shrew could transform from a frail figure in a wheelchair, barely alive, to a striking young woman in a matter of minutes. Once
that's pretty impressive, Gypsahor.
he grew tired of the immature narcissist's constant mind games and cut off contact, the shrew began sending
Why do we have a French accent? Does anyone know?
That's what I want to know,
No.
Becca Scoops.
I
Just to
don't.
distract us, Becca.
Okay.
Because but
Okay.
again,
Him
Becca,
pleading-
let me tell you,
Yeah, go-
Becca. Now, mind you, Becca's not here, so I'm just talking to myself. But Becca might see the video. Becca, the reason why I think is because it can't be cut clear. There's got to be like distractions involved in it because it's MPG Cornerstone, and if they just put it out there. If they just put it out there, that would do a world of good for Nick. But, well, supposedly they work for Nick. So you tell me why they put this distraction in here that's laughable on such a serious matter.
Go ahead.
But, you know, she was coming up with names before Nick.
Yes.
Nick's not responsible for that. It was her. She liked the role
Yeah.
playing.
That's
She,
right.
and she wanted to be the submissive. And
Yes.
this is
All
right.
about it.
We already knew that, but this is confirmation now.
It is
That's right.
confirmation.
That's
It is
right.
confirmation.
That's right.
I don't know if I can take the guy's like accent. Let's see if there's anything good. Someone sent me this. Oh, this is her trying to use the electric toothbrush. All right. Well,
messages begging him to stay with her. Even long after everything ended, the shrew was still trying to worm her way back into his life, bombarding him with sexually explicit content filled with images of her breasts and genitals. Then said the shrew,
So when I actually call her the name that I call her, again, it's verified she deserves that name.
knew what was
She used her body to get people And that's a way of payment. So what you call yourself? Yeah. Ooh, the P word or the W word? A WP word?
He figured she must have picked it up online,
I picked up the accent.
not from real-life experience. When asked what he meant, Dan gave an example. The shrew was trying to use her electric toothbrush as a vibrator. He couldn't remember whether it was a video she sent online or just a series of still images.
It was a video that Nick got.
Nick, on the other hand, vividly remembers the same kind of content delivered in full video form. Then recalls that she would be using the toothbrush to outline her genitals, but using the rubber thing.
Oh, guys, can you just close your eyes and imagine that? Oh, thank you for that vision, Gypsy. Thank you so much for that.
At the end instead of the bristles. Then,
So, like I said in the other video, the bristles were just used for fun. The penetration, she used the end that you hold. Gypsy, you're such a dirty girl.
described it as one of those "I really want you to message me back" type messages.
So desperate. And she's out at the bar showing her face while people are reading this shit about her. And we already know about the toothbrush. Like I said, New Orleans, Louisiana, you owe it to us to make a drink for Gypsy Rose that has something to do with a toothbrush. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Can you believe this? I'm just asking. Can you believe this? Thanks, guys.